Let's say you have no idea what the tech career is all about. You are Uber driver, or you do delivery, or you are CNA, or maybe you work in a warehouse and you're finding ways, or maybe a friend says that, oh, the tech space is doing well, you need to get into cybersecurity or Scrum. You have no idea what those are and how to get into it. That is why we are here to guide you. So what I'm going to talk about is step-by-step module that we've practiced over the years that has helped a lot of people, that we've shared with a lot of people who use the same module, and they've been able to get into the tech space. So if you follow the steps that we're going to give you, then you should be able to use this module and then be able to break into the tech space. Before we start and give you every information, kindly subscribe to our channel and also share our videos and like our videos. And anytime we come with a good content, you should be able to have access to. And also share the videos with your friends, with your families, so that they can also benefit from this good content that we are creating and giving out to individuals who might need it. So you're working in a warehouse, you're a CNA, you're doing live and live out. You think that this is not something you want to do. Grab a pen and paper and let's give you the step-by-step module that you need to follow. If you do follow it very well, I can guarantee you should be able to break into the tech space. We are not selling anything. We are not asking you to do anything. All that we want you to do is to look into yourself and then make a decision today. So the first thing that you need to do if you want to break into the tech space is not to go and take classes. The first thing you need to do is to look into yourself and find out what exactly are you good at. What are you good at? That's the first thing. What interests you? And what did you study? Whether you're high school graduate, you have an associate degree, you have a HND, high national diploma, as we call it, or you have a degree. What did you study? For the fact that you did statistics doesn't mean you like it. Maybe you realize that no, statistics is not good for you. But what do you like to do? The reason why this is very important is because the tech space is no more the way it used to be. The tech space is no more hardcore, hardware. You need to of course, programming is very important, but it's not the way it used to be. So your interest is very, very important. So if whatever you study match your interest, bingo for you. But in most cases, what we studied is not what we really want to do as a career or we want to venture into. So you need to find out what exactly you like to do as an individual. What excites you? Maybe you like to write. Maybe you love numbers. So if you love numbers, what else do you love about numbers? Then we can look into you getting into BI, business intelligence, or database, right? So you need to be able to find out what your interests are. And then the second point that I want to make, kindly write it down, is find a mentor. The mistake a lot of us do is that if we have the idea to break into tech, then we talk to a friend and they say, well, go and do AWS or go and do Google Cloud or Vendor Risk or Scrum Master. Then we jump on it without speaking to a mentor. You need to have a mentor. So that's the second point. We have mentored a lot of people. People reach out to us to speak to them. We ask them specific questions, and that exposes them for us to be able to guide them. We do not lord it over them. We don't force them to do whatever we are saying based on what the questions we ask them. We give them different options, and then they end up making a decision. So you need to speak with somebody who knows what they are asking you and be able to present to you a couple of options that you'll be able to choose from. So that's very, very important. Look for a mentor. If you cannot find a mentor, that's why this channel is for you, because we're going to bring a lot of people who are going to come in to talk to us about various areas and what you need to do and how your background can fit into those roles. And then if after you get into this, after you be able to find a mentor who is able to provide you options, then you sit down and say, okay, the 3 options or the 4 options that have been presented to, or the 2 options that have been presented to, how does my skill fit into these areas? What am I excited about the roles? That's the reason why I'm saying that if you do not have a mentor, kindly subscribe to our channel, follow our channel, like our notification button, so that when we bring individuals who will talk to us about various skills, other skills or transferable skills, then you should be able to identify yourself and say, oh, I think I'll be good at Scrum. Oh, I'll be good at database, or I'll be good at cloud. So it's very, very important to find a mentor and let the mentor understand what you're currently doing, what you studied, and what are your interests. And that way you should be able to make a decision yourself. So after the options are being presented to you, find out your skills that you've built over the years. How does those skills match up with all these options that are being presented to you? When you finish doing that, make a decision on one of those areas or those options that have been presented to you. And then after that, look for a qualified, certified trainer who has credibility in our community or in anywhere. You could go to Udemy, right, and go and buy classes on that. But if you want to take a class with somebody, make sure that the person is somebody you can trust, somebody who has credibility, somebody who has been doing the training for the past years, and somebody who's been helping people get into the tech space. Now, when it comes to getting the right trainers to train you, we also have individuals who have done this over the years. Bring them to this channel, talk to them, interview them for them to share their experiences and ways that they've been doing their classes for this period or for this long, and they will be able to share some information. And we do not promote their classes. All that we want them to do is to come and talk to us about ways to take classes. If it's in Scrum, if it's in cloud, which kind of cloud do you want to get into? Is it Google Cloud, Azure, or AWS, or other cloud services out there? We have qualified trainers that will be able to help you and give you much more information. We bring them here. If you decided to go with them in terms of training, that's up to you. So we are not just here to provide content for you, give you all this information without providing solutions to it. So we have individuals who are well-renowned. If you don't want to go and buy classes in Coursera, Udemy, and other platforms that's out there, we are here to provide you qualified trainers who have been doing this training for the past years. They will come and talk to you about ways to break into the area, what is the salary range, what are the entry-level roles out there, and what are the course contents that you need to take. If you feel that anybody we bring on the platform is somebody you want to go out and take their trainings with them, that's up to you, because we know that anybody we bring on our platform for you to talk to them about ways to get into the tech space or take training, there are some people that we can vouch for. So any one of them that you decided to go with, we know that they're going to provide you quality service and be able to give you after-sales service as well. We don't have any control over that. We don't have any incentive that we get from these people. We just bring them to be able to help our community. First, find out what are your skills, what did you study, what are your interests. Second, look for a mentor. Again, we bring a lot of people who are going to mentor you and guide you based on a certain skill sets. You love to write, they'll talk to you about ways to get into the tech with your writing. You love math, they'll talk to you about ways to break into the tech space with your math, right? With your calculations or your numbers. You love programming, you love trying to fix stuff. We bring people who will be able to tell you that, hey, based on your skill sets, you should be able to get into. So this information is for people who are now getting into the tech space. And we are willing to provide the content by content in our next videos or our subsequent videos on ways to be able to break into the tech space. The fourth one is look for other resources. Don't just rely on the training that you're getting. Read from other resources. Read, look for information. Go to YouTube, whatever your trainer is teaching you. If it's a certain topic that they're teaching you, go to YouTube, go to Google, find out more information. The reason why we are encouraging people to do this is because it helps you to understand what you're studying. Don't forget, this is a new environment you're stepping into. This is something new that you're doing. And we are not saying that it's easy, so do research yourself once you're taking the class. Build your self-confidence by reading more about the topic or the program that you've decided to go with and the training that you're taking. So if your instructor says that we're going to discuss this and this topic next week, go ahead of your time. Find a time if you're driving or maybe if you are at home cooking, you can turn your YouTube, you can go to YouTube or Udemy and buy. Some of the courses are as low as $12, $10, $9, and then be able to listen to those classes whilst you're still taking the major class. The reason is because, again, it gives you understanding of what you're getting into. Don't forget, it's a new journey you're taking. It's a new space. So spend a quality time researching yourself. So the next point that I want to make is find a community where you can network. Find people who are doing similar things for you to network. Fortunately, we have built a certain community in the past, and it still as we have existing community where there are people who are doing the same thing that you might want to get into. So connect with other people. Don't feel shy about it. Don't feel bad that somebody is going to laugh at you. We don't want that, right? Look for community and network. Networking is very good. Everywhere you go, find out people. If you go to church, if you go to any gathering, the summer is coming, the weather is going to be beautiful. We will be having outdoor cookouts and all that. Interact with people who are in the same space with you. And then reach out to us as well. We have communities. So we have platforms where a lot of people who are already in the tech space, who are sharing a lot of information. If you reach out to us, make a comment on our videos, we'll be able to add you to those channels, those communities, and peg you with some people also to be able to become a community. But we're also going to bring some few people who have built a community where they network, they collaborate and help individuals in like you. We will bring them to our channel to be able to throw more light on the importance of building a community or networking. So that's also part of what we are doing. That's why we believe in that this channel is a very, very good channel for you to subscribe to, like the videos, and turn on the notification button so that you can get all this information that can help you to be able to get to where you want to be. The next point that I want to make is make sure that you build your skills with the mentoring or the networking that you build. Do not just network with people and just go on a page. Ask questions. And if you ask questions, there are people there who are dedicated because they've also been in your shoes before. Genuinely, they will provide you all the resources, and we will also provide you your resources. If you follow our channel, you share our videos, subscribe, encourage other people to subscribe, we will support you through your journey by bringing you all the answers to your questions that may come along. So make sure that you network and connect with people. So the next thing that you need to do is to start preparing for your resume. And I know that a lot of trainers promise to work on your resumes, but sometimes they have a lot of students out there that they're juggling between them, and you might become like one of the cases, right? So you need to be able to research yourself and then be able to start preparing your resume. It's always good to do your own resume and then send it to somebody to say, you know what, I'm here in this community, I'm part of this network, and I've done my resume, but can you take a look at it for me? A lot of students or a lot of people who are trying to get to the tech space leave that on the trainers who are promising all these interview reviews and all that. A lot of them do interview reviews. It's only few of them who can literally do your resume for you. So what I advise is that make sure you do your resume, research on the role, go to Indeed and find out what are the roles in the area that you're studying and look at the job description, and that should be able to help you do your own resume. A lot of people ask, I do not have an IT background. How can I do my resume? That's a good question, right? Again, we're going to bring somebody who has been in a resume preparation space for a while to come and talk to you about, or come and talk to us about ways to be able to prep your resume. But that particular question, how do you get your resume as you do not have IT skills? In the tech space, we call something, or in a career environment, we call something transferable skills. You can use some of those skills and transfer into your resume. It's all about how you word them. So that's why you need a professional who can also help you to be able to take care of your resume. So we're going to bring somebody who has been doing that for the past years to be able to help you, give you all the key points on this channel, all the highlights, so that you can be able to do your resume. And if you decide that you want to reach out to a person to help you, that's up to you to do that. But we'll bring you resources that will be able to help you prepare your resume.